What's up guys, it's me here. So we might have heard this from many YouTubers and tech journalists that Apple isn't always first to a particular feature, but when they do eventually get to the feature, they tend to do it better than the competition. Well, you cannot disagree with that. Apple does have a history of doing things better than others, but that doesn't mean it has always been the case. Apple does mess up sometimes, and a recent example is the always-on display with the iPhone 14 Pro lineup. Apple finally has a feature that's been on Android for years, but in trying to differentiate itself, Apple went overboard with an always-on display. Well, Android's take on it was more minimalistic. Many people were confused about what exactly Apple was trying to achieve with this version because they just dimmed the display, and because of that it was sipping on battery, as if there was no tomorrow. It was also quite distracting since it doesn't turn off. It simulates the feeling that their screen is still active and makes notifications more noticeable, urging you to check them out. So clearly Apple messed up, and thankfully they finally realized that the approach followed by Samsung and other Android manufacturers makes so much more sense, and issued out an update, bringing a more pair experience to his always-on display. It can now turn off the wallpaper in the settings, which makes it look exactly like the one on the Android phones. Furthermore, if you want to make the experience even cleaner, you can also remove notifications as well. It's in beta right now. The public version should roll out in the coming weeks. Honestly, I'm quite surprised that they're actually doing, because it's the same company that infamously said that you're holding your phone wrong for the antenna issues on the iPhone 4. That's it. You might have heard already that Apple will shift to USB-C with the iPhone 15 lineup thanks to the EU. Now, in a typical Apple fashion, Apple is trying to distinguish the iPhone 15 Pro variants from the standard ones in this regard. Famous analyst MinSequel says that even though all the iPhone 15 variants will get USB-C standard, their speeds will vary. The standard variants will get USB-C 2.0 transfer speeds the same as Lightning cable, while the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Ultra will get a much faster USB-C 3.2 or even Thunderbolt 3. People have been complaining for quite some time with regard to the transfer speeds with a Lightning cable. So if you want higher speeds, get the Pro or Ultra. Otherwise, you're not going to notice any difference at all. The Galaxy S23 Ultra's chip is finally official, and it's a beast in performance. To know more, click subscribe. Peace out.